All right, so I've got all of my images colored. I'm going to glue them to the front of my card. And you see the color, the ink on the back. Alcohol ink pens do that. It's completely normal to be able to see the color through. And really, the more color through, it just means you blended it more. But if you ever see that, it's completely normal for that to happen. And you'll notice when I was coloring, I had a sheet of paper underneath, and that was to basically soak up that ink. So I've got a clear Starburst gel pen here. I'm just adding some sparkle to little parts of my card there. It's just going to add a little touch of sparkle to it. And I noticed that I didn't put a shadow under this guy here, so I'm going to do that right now, because he looks kind of funny, especially the fact that she has one. It looks funny that he doesn't. And the shadow looks really weird when you first do it, but like I said, as the ink dries, it continues to blend, so it looks a lot better once it has been dried and everything has blended. Now this balloon piece, and then the little bird that's holding the balloons. I don't remember what, I didn't add any accents to them, but let's just make one of these balloons sparkly, just because we can. And I'm just coloring it super quick, so I'm not doing it completely 100% thorough job here, but just add a touch of sparkle to one of those balloons. I don't even know if you can actually see it on the camera, but you can definitely see it on the card. All right, now this guy here is the one that I cut in half. So let's put that on so that it's not gonna accidentally dry out on me. Grab my trimmer. Now these papers are 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, so to cut it in half, what I am cutting is just shy of 1.5 inches. Put the trimmer away. And then I'm gonna glue this so it's right up to the edge of the paper. Still centered in that square there, but I want it right up to the edge of the paper. And this particular guy, I added a little bit of sparkle to the ribbon. And I love with this particular gel pen that you see the color of that you've colored underneath it. So it doesn't completely cover it, it just adds some sparkle to it. And then the last one is my little birdie with the box of chocolates and the hearts. And you could easily add sentiments to these. You could add them to the sides or whatever, or on the actual image pieces. This is just a sample, and from there you can just be as creative as you want. There we go. And the last one, I just put some gold edges on my ribbon. And then I colored in the hearts with the sparkly pen because I really like this sparkly pen on top of Copic. And it's a gel pen, so it takes a few minutes to dry, but it's really quite quick. But adding the gold accents and the little sparkle accents, it really makes the image just pop and come alive. It gives a little bit of extra interest to it. You could do stickles too, which is a glitter glue, but you definitely want to make sure that it's 100% dry before you start assembling your card, because you don't want anything to stick together. So there we go. There is our completed card. And then you can just have fun and continuously play with it. It's one of those things that once you start, it's really hard to stop. So next video, I'll show you how to do it with some printed paper. Pretty much exactly the same technique, just choosing printed papers. It's an easy way to do it if you don't happen to have some stamps, or you want to start creating a card but you don't want to commit to stamping and coloring. And it comes together nice and quickly. So we'll see you in the next video.